Well, hello there everyone, this is DoctorTincan speaking, and welcome to Let's Play Eldritch. Now, I will admit, I am quite a fan of the Lovecraftian mythos, even though I'm not actually particularly well read in the matter. I've not actually read too much of it. I do know, Cthulhu, Nyarlathotep. I'm trying to think. The Yellow King, that's the one. Or the King in Yellow, more specifically. You're not supposed to say his name too many times or else you summon him and he kills you. So, that's how I'm going to refer to him. It's like he who must not be named. You don't say his name, because bad things happen then. But in any case, let's just get started, because this game is definitely Lovecraftian mythos kind of horrors, as you can see by the fishman jumping very playfully across the title screen here. Let's go ahead and play. Ooh. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to read this? Eldritch Library, Borrower Ledger. Okay. 27. Ugh, this is back in the 20s. Actually, that's about right for the true setting here. Take a look at you. Oh, leaderboards. Never mind. Don't care about leaderboards. I am... What is this? What is this madness? You know what? You know what? I'm okay with this. I don't care if it randomly generated this. I am okay with the set of circumstances I find myself in. Okay. So the point of this game. I've played a little bit of it, so I know a little bit of what's going on here. The point of this game is to go into these books over here, representing different worlds. Grab the orbs at the end of them and place them on these pedestals so that you may leave. This is some kind of explorer's journal, page 2, wherever page 1 is. This library seems to go on forever. I am no longer certain that there is a way out. It feels as if I am somehow reliving the same experiences day after day, endlessly. If I am to find an exit from this madness, I believe it will be through those obscene glowing books. There is unimaginable power in those pages, and unspeakable horror. It seems that the spirits of ancient deities lie dormant within the books, though I know not for what reason. But their collected power must be the key to my incarceration in this labyrinth. Okay, so that basically explains it. This library is basically an infinite magic labyrinth that keeps these deities imprisoned in these books. And we need to go collect their souls and put them on the pedestal so that we can leave. Which is probably a terrible idea in the grand scale of things, but we need to leave. So, forget the universe. Well, we're gonna doom it so that we leave this labyrinth. I guess. Press space to jump. Press and hold while jumping to grab the ledge and pull yourself up. Okay, shift to sprint. C is crouch. And if you crouch while sprinting, you power slide. Neat. Fit into the small passages while you crouch, and your footsteps will make less noise. Important to note, which we'll get to in a bit. Q and E to lean left and right. Your visibility to enemies is not affected by leaning, so you can use it to safely peek around corners while staying hidden. Also important. And if you're not happy with the controls, you can change them in options. Okay. There's also these coins called artifacts, which do one of two things. One, you can use them at certain shop-like areas to purchase things, like a gun, or bullets, or food, or gear. Okay, I ate some meat. Just regular old baked meat. That's going to be more important when we actually get to gameplay. For now, let's get to gameplay. World 1. But yeah, you can use them to buy things at shops, and you can use them to power powers. Not surprisingly, fittingly named. Something quite peculiar has happened to me. I feel the need to record this in the event that I should not return. The last thing I recall, I was examining that curious book in the library. Oh, this is page 1. I'm sorry, I guess I found it. And now I have found myself in a dangerous world full of lurking monsters and treacherous traps. If my research is correct, then I am in a lost temple to the ancient god Dagon. A powerful relic is rumored to be kept in the depths of this world. Perhaps it holds the key to my escape. No, I don't want to punch the compass. I want to pick it up, because that shows me where the exit is in this world. C is to crouch, not control. Okay, so the premise is basically go through these randomly generated worlds. Oh, dear. Apparently punch screaming worms in the face. And fish people and all sorts of other things. God, excellent. And make your way to the exit. Pick up the soul at the end of the level, and yeah. Escape. Without being too dead. Bam! Stupid fish person. Alright, we have a key for locked doors. Not that I've seen any yet, but in case we see one. Alright, an important thing to note about dead monsters, including fish people. They will stay dead. So, not too surprisingly. However, as soon as you loot them, they have the chance to respawn. Press right click to cloak yourself. While you are cloaked, enemies cannot see you. The effect wears off after a short time. Be careful, enemies can still hear you while you are cloaked, and it takes 10 artifacts to use cloak. As you can see, the fish person corpse is now gone. And he has respawned somewhere in the world. I have dynamite. I'm going to switch to my gun so I don't accidentally throw my dynamite and kill myself. Because explosions, as one might surmise, are pretty lethal. Okay, no, that's just a fruit tree. Fruit trees also restore your health. Any amount of food will restore your health. Just be careful what you eat. There is rotten meat. Oh boy. Oh, that's a bug. Okay. I can't melee as soon as I have picked up a gun and something else. Oh, that is quite unfortunate. Somebody's walking this way. Rock, you can only carry 2 weapons, I'm afraid. So while I could pick up the rock to throw at things, I need to drop my dynamite or drop my gun. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to drop my gun. I want to keep the dynamite in case I need to blow myself into somewhere. Because this game does have secret areas. Or banks like this. Now, like I said, I have played this game before, so I have accrued a couple of artifacts beforehand. There are occasionally chests that hold your artifacts for you. Gonna throw that in there. And now I don't have to open these areas. I can just go through and pick up all the artifacts. As soon as there's a bank chest somewhere, usually the next couple of rooms around it have artifacts just lying about, waiting for somebody to come by and say, "No, you belong to me now. Come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination." And also untold horrors like fishmen who want to eat your brain or something. I don't actually know what fishmen want to do with you. I can't imagine it's good, though. So now that I have the room for the rock, I will pick it up. Oh, and there's cultists, too. Forgot about... Okay, there's apparently very weak constitutioned cultists. Where a rock to the head is all it takes to kill them. Oh my. Well, that was silly. More guns. Seriously, I'm not really complaining about it. I'm just... Somebody does not know how to take care of their guns very well if they're just lying them strewn all over the place. Or, oh, it's probably dead people, isn't it? You know, people who died and dropped their gun because, oh, well, I can't hold it if I'm no longer living. Alright, let's see what I attract. Boom! Because I want the dynamite. Oh, there's something over there. You know what? I'm gonna dig my way through the level, I think. And I did! Haha! Victory is mine. And not yours. Uh-oh. I should mention, not all of the monsters get along with each other. So, occasionally, you will see, indeed, the corpses of monsters when you have not killed them. And this is because a certain monster has come along and killed them. Or maybe the monsters have killed each other, or there's more than one explanation here. But the point is, you have to be careful when you get to a lower level and there's monsters that you haven't killed, but they are dead. Fountains also restore your health, which is why I'm not just drinking it. Like, if there are certain games where drinking fountains it gives you a random effect, which is why I would drink it in that case. But this game, it's health, so I'm not. Because I don't need it. I am at full health. There's no reason. Yes, like I said, rotten meat, which might restore your health, and it might hurt you, I think. Last time I played this, I think it only restored my health. So that's all I can give you for information on that front. So anyway. But yes, you have to be careful of what might be lurking. I think these things shoot fire at you. I need you to actually... Yep, they shoot fireballs at you. There is a mechanic I have not mentioned. When monsters spot you, I don't really use cloaks, so what do you do? Lift. Oh, like a super jump, basically. For a single artifact? Yes, please. Oh, can be used even while airborne, allowing you to reach any height, as long as it's upward. Okay, then. Neat. I will keep this power, then. Yes, so you need to be careful when you're traversing lower floors, and suddenly, there's a lack of monsters. Because it might be something a lot bigger than what you expected to find, and it might kill you. It might be very proficient at killing people like you. Or it could just be a fish person. Or a cultist. I suppose. Those are options that could be. Fortunately, I have not seen anything too terrible, but there does exist if we find a sort of shambling... Sorry, I thought I heard a weird sound. If we find a shambling mound of pure darkness, covered in eyes and tentacles, that's the sort of thing we need to be wary of. No, I like my lift power too much. I'm just gonna... okay, I landed on the spikes there. That was a bad decision on my part. Oh, I can't leave now without blowing something up. Ooh. They take damage, they just explode. Oh, no. Yep. You do take fall damage, so I'm not letting myself fall that height. That would kill me. Too bad I can't eat corpses. I just realized what I said, and recognize how terrible that is. Why are you a barren fruit tree? Fine, we'll just enter this shop. Destruction amulet. Increases the damage you do with weapons and makes bullets destroy terrain. Oh, that is nice. Except I think you take up the same slot that compasses have. You've only got 3 slots for gear. And one of them is a compass-like talisman kind of slot. One of them is a backpack slot, and one of them is boots. Like, I can have jump boots. Except I've got a jump power, so why would I need that? Lets you eat the corpses of certain creatures for an additional cost. You know what? I was just complaining about that. But I'm gonna go see what baked meat costs me. 15? Okay. As you may have noticed, there is the option to steal things from this shop, which I could do, except this very bow-tied shopkeeper. Welcome, stranger. Please buy something. Glub glub. I have so many good things in my shop. He smiles weepily at you. That is an interesting description. But yes, this bow-tied sales fishman has is a difficult enemy to deal with. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust my chances against him. So I'm just gonna buy a tinning kit. Worn metal box containing equipment used to preserve foods and lets you eat certain things. It costs 20 artifacts to tin and eat a creature. Good to know. Too bad I can't buy artifacts. Although I don't know what I would buy them with. Considering I would need artifacts to buy things. Anyway. Ooh, knife. Well, here's a melee weapon. If only I could have a description on the knife. I don't think it actually does more damage than your usual fist. Yes, I could eat those things, but I need the artifacts to do so. And I do not have the artifacts to do so. I only have 14 artifacts. No, you stop it. However, the things I am finding right now don't really take much to deal with anyway, so I'm not too worried about the fact that the dagger does not appear to do more damage. Uh-oh. You see those smoke trails? You hear that bubbling? That's the thing I was worried about. That is unkillable, actually. I think it is called a Shuggoth, and oh god, there's two of them. Oh no. I'm just gonna quickly grab the Soul of Dagon and leave. Woo! Okay. So, like I said, Shuggoths are invincible. They, you cannot kill them. They are... Alright, so we've put down the Soul of Dagon. For those who are unaware, Dagon is a deity in the... Actually, he's not even really in the Cthulhu mythos. It's sort of in there. It's sort of a short story that Lovecraft wrote before actually getting into the Cthulhu mythos. And is more a reference to a Sumerian fish god, which kind of is where the fish people originated from, people believe. So, there's that. Dagon's kind of related. We will examine you in a bit. I know you are to another level that aren't related to the sort of main story. For those of you who are looking, yes, this is about the Halloween time, and I can go trick-or-treating, except that also takes me to a level, so I don't want to risk the process I have made on this run by going trick-or-treating. Or going to that level, which I think is called the Asylum, and is creepy, to say the least. History of the Library. I'm going to see if I can find the History of the Library Volume 1 before I start reading Volume 3. That one's to a mountain level. Don't really know that one too well, but also not going there for fear of losing progress. History of the Library, Volume 1. Legends tell of a catastrophic event thousands of years ago, when Earth fell to the wrath of the Old Ones. The few survivors discovered an ancient rite, which they used to seal the dreadful beings in a labyrinthine prison. Life on Earth once again flourished, and the survivors formed a covenant of guardians to protect the secret ritual of binding. So yes, Dagon and basically any other god in the Cthulhu mythos is called an Old One. So that's that. Basically just ancient evil gods. Thousands of years passed and the Old Ones slumbered in their prison. In the late 19th century, archaeologists in Arabia unearthed the site where the binding ritual had been invoked. The disturbance rippled through the fabric of the cosmos and awoke the ancient beings. Forgotten horrors spilled forth, and the Earth was again in peril. Oh my. In the early 20th century, when the Old Ones threatened Earth for the second time, the Guardians reconvened in New England to perform the ritual of binding once again. A modest library was chosen to host the rite, and the Guardians elected one among them, the Librarian, to remain at the prison and protect it from further disturbances. Okay, now let's see if I can find Volume 4 somewhere. It's not you, it's not over there, it's, well, there appears to be a second. Oh, if I had actually checked around the pillar there, I would have seen the ladder to the second floor that I saw. Okay, there should be an... Oh, boy. Should be... Oh, there's more than one open book over here. Okay, that's Volume 3 again. Not what I want. Volume 1. There's Volume 4. I swear to goodness, if you're Volume 2... You are Volume 2! Darn it. I should have known daggers do nothing to books. Ah, Volume 4. At a small library in New England, the Guardians performed the arcane ritual of binding to imprison the Old Ones. The Librarian, a singular Guardian chose to protect the site, was locked away with the terrible beings. But unbeknownst to the other Guardians, an errant word spoken during their ritual shattered the Librarian's mind and memories. Oops. I suppose I'm the Librarian then, because I certainly don't remember how I got trapped in this labyrinthine prison. And now I am accidentally undoing all the other people's work, apparently. Well, that's what they get for accidentally saying the wrong things during the ritual. Let's see here. I'm gonna look for food to try to... Oh no, I ate the food! Ah, I am a dingus! Well, I'm pretty sure there's a fruit tree up here that I can use to restore my health. Indeed there is. I just need to not fall to get to it. Okay. Well now, I think this was a very successful first episode. So I will wrap it up here then. I would like to thank you all so very much for watching. I am pleased as punch with the progress we have made and am looking forward to the next level. So in any case, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Farewell.